Hello, I'm Shrenith. I go to SCAD and this is my last year in SCAD. So it's after this I'm done. In the spring quarter I'm graduating, so I'm really nervous, but I'm excited as hell because this 4 years been such a big journey. I don't know where do I start and begin from. I'll start from my childhood. My childhood was really good. My parents always made me travel a lot in the breaks. So my dad was a big fanatic about traveling. So he made me. Every summer we had some great memories about going to different places and learning about different cultures and stuff like that. I had like such nice experiences. But the drawing started from there only, I guess, because every time when I traveled, I was a different person. Because when I was in school, I was like an isolated kid. I was a very introverted, didn't had a lot of friends. But I just was because had dyslexia. The dyslexia screwed was very big problem for me. Because of dyslexia, I couldn't read and write properly, so it was a problem. I was failing in my classes and all. But drawing never gone away. I used to draw all the time. Every minute after school gets over, I used to go to the room, lock myself in, and draw for hours. And the cartoons and everything I watched, that inspired me to draw more and more. And the traveling was always there. Like my parents still, right now also, make sure that I travel. And from there, from high school, delegates from SCAD came to my college, and they were, I didn't know what university to go to, actually. I was just wandering around, and then these guys were like showing how SCAD is such a good school, about like how you have the opportunities to go to so many different campuses, like Hong Kong, Atlanta, and France and Savannah. So that intrigued me. So like, wow, you can travel to these places and learn more. So I went and had and got an admission in SCAD, showed my portfolio and everything, and then I didn't decide to go to Savannah first because I was so young. I was still like 18, and in India, kids don't at all get to go out by themselves when they're 18. So that's very big deal. So my parents came, and then we all got and we went to Hong Kong. Oh, the first day. The first day was crazy. I when I went to the Hong Kong campus, it was so beautiful. I've seen everything, and then I was looking at the city and everything, my rooms and everything. All of them was beautiful. I enjoyed it, looked at it, and it was amazing. So when my parents then were leaving me for my first day, I suddenly stopped. Like, oh shit, this is my last time seeing them. And then when they left from their car, I'm like, oh shit, my journey began in that moment about SCAD. And then from there, it was a roller coaster. Because first day of SCAD, I missed the bus. In Hong Kong, the local bus. I had to catch a local normal city bus to go to my university. I couldn't have the address of SCAD or anything. I was just talking to Chinese people about, hey, is this the address of SCAD? Missed my first class, so that was annoying. Then in Hong Kong, it was beautiful. I traveled a lot. I started becoming more and more social. That introverted kid from the in India started to change, and then I was like having more and more friends, having more parties, and starting to improve my artwork and everything. And then seeing the competition in SCAD was crazy about like how people draw in SCAD is really amazing. I was by myself back in India, drawing for myself, like doing anything I want. But when I came here, the competition was so much that was a lot for me to handle. But in time, I started improving in my artwork, and then it was getting better. Then I decided, why do I stay in Hong Kong for this whole 4 years of mine? Then I decided, like, yeah, I should go to America and see what happens from there. I did. I took an application, and then I'm like, boom, I'm in Savannah. The first day of Savannah, going was like another time suddenly feeling isolated again because all my friends were like gone from Hong Kong campus or nowhere there. So I have to make a new chapter for myself, find new people, find new experiences. It was difficult to get back in track. So in Savannah, like I was again an isolated kid trying to figure out making friends and stuff like that. I caught up with the wrong people for some reason, and I started partying a lot. So that's how my grades were affecting in Savannah. I had the worst grades in the first year when I was in Savannah because I don't know, I was gone into the bad zone. Started trying to get more party life and stuff like that, and that affected my drawings and everything. And then the next year and so on, I started trying to improve on my artwork and getting better at it each time. The thing with SCAD was then I figured out the GPA is required 3.0. I still had a 2.0 GPA, even in my senior year. And I'm lost. Shit, I have nothing to, and if I want to graduate, I have to have a 3.0 in my major. That was a crucial time, last spring. That's when I was almost in the most deepest zone of my time. I was I couldn't control myself because my dad called me up and said, if this is it, then done. If you can't get a 3.0, it's done for you. Now you have to come back to India and start another chapter. And I'm like, no, I can't. I want to graduate from SCAD. I have to, or else it will be the most embarrassing thing to come back to India without a degree. So I was in a very dark zone, I almost get an F in one class, C and a D. So if I get that, I would have been in probation for 1 year to get back into the classes. So if I was in probation, then my dreams are done to achieve what I wanted to achieve. I want to graduate from SCAD, and that was my main thing. What did I do? I tried to talk to my dad, and then I started requesting for some more accommodations because the dyslexia has helped me from a lot of stuff. So that spring I took extra classes or something. I wanted to get better. So somehow I achieved an A in that class, 2 A's and 1 C in spring. Somehow I got the 2 grades which I wanted. And then fall quarter, I said if I come back to SCAD, I can't take this pressure of getting better grades. So I took online classes, took a quarter off, and I just focused on just solely getting improved in my artwork and getting better at that. So I started working day and night to just get good stuff done. So in the online class, all A's. I got an A in my materials and technique class, and then I got A's in my other class. I don't know which one I took. Probably digital colorings. I got an A in that also. And now I'm here for my last and final quarter, which is senior project, and I have to get I can now get just a B for this because I already achieved my 3.0, but I would strive to get an A. And then the spring comes, I'm ready to take that hat, wear that hat, and throw it away and see the sunset going by and saying yes, I achieved what I wanted to achieve from SCAD, and find a job and settle down and live my life in US. And once this happens, I'll be so grateful because this is it. This is what I wanted to achieve, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Now it's when the next journey begins. The next journey begins about me trying to stay in the US and standing by my own self, to getting OPT, starting application on that, and starting achieving on that. This is another big step of my life. So now starting to get my website and all the connections which I want. And I guess SCAD helped me now. If I have a bachelor's degree, I am done. I think I have achieved the biggest dreams of my life to stay in the US and get a job and have a peaceful life over here. I don't want to go back to India, because if I go back to India, it will be the worst thing, because I will have to work with my family. Being with my family, I have to do like manufacturing pressure gauges, so I have no clue. Like, I don't want to go to an industry and sit there and do a mediocre thing like draw some kind of a thermometer or something for some clients. No, I want to do my own stuff. I want to make my own stories. I want to make my own comics. I want to do storyboards. I want to create characters. I want to illustrate them. And someday see movies of about me, about like animation movies which I did, and my name comes in the credit.
So where do you
That's
see
what I want.
yourself after 3 years from now?
After 3 years, for now, I want to find an animation studio that can hire me for making character designs for them. Like, yeah, give me a pitch of an idea, and I like start creating the characters and the visual development which is involved in that particular uh, animation. So I can like, for after 3 years for now, I want to dream big. I want to dream big. That's my thing about my life.
You want to make your own company?
Yeah, I want to make my own I want to make movies. I want to make my own movies. I want to make my own stuff. Since in SCAD, I've been doing short films with all my friends over here, and it's been so exciting whenever I'm acting with these my friends. Even though I'm just a sequential major and minor in animation, I've been a part of every friend's short film. Like Ali, Theo, everyone had gave me an opportunity to be in their near the camera and speak loud. Like, how am I speaking right now? Because of them, because of them giving me these opportunities, I'm able to speak freely and support like normally to the camera as though it's not even there.
So what do you like to say to your parents?
I want to say that I want to thank them for everything. They, without them, I can't even think about anything what I did so far. My mom supporting me for my studies, my father giving me that life which I wanted, and my brother to be always there back of me to telling me what if I'm doing wrong or not, if I'm doing it right. And my brother is now going to another life, another part of his life, and I'm excited about that. And he's doing so great, and I'm really proud of him.